pick a card. What good things are coming your way? Here are your options, and I'll see what you're reading. That was my dog contributing to the vibe.
Hi friends, my name is Griselle with Tuft Tarot, and I'm here to do your reading. Pile number 1, you chose this lovely image on the right hand side of the screen. And your downloads go as follows. What good news, what good things are coming your way? I feel like this is stuff that you have already tended to. For example, if you have planted seeds of wisdom, knowledge, seeds of, I'm hearing empowerment, but also networking, these are about to start popping up for you. And what I mean by that is that you're going to start seeing the reasons why you planted all this fruit, and you're starting to see how everything is going to bloom for you, but of course, everything in due time. So pile number 1, we're going to go ahead and get more information in the shuffle in 3, 2, 1. Hi pile 1, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping in. And if you are indeed a repeat offender, I so appreciate you. Thank you. Pile number 1, if you saw during my shuffle, and I definitely take everything as a sign, yes, I'm one of those people. So pile number 1, all the good things that are coming your way, good news. I just wanted to see like what wonderful things is in store for you. Well, these cards flipped, the first 3 flipped, and I usually peek at them, throw them back in the deck, but you know what? I was feeling like these are so good, we're gonna leave them out. So yes, we did do that, but you saw the jump out of the deck anyways. Now, also, you may have noticed that the candle was not lit. You may or may not have noticed, I don't know. I don't know how important this is to viewers, but it's important to me because it's how my brain engages. But the whole time, that candle was not even lit. I was going about my merry way, doing my things. And so I really feel like pile number 1, you could have been going through a period of strong discouragement, like right now, or I don't want to say like lacking faith or lacking hope, or you're just emotionally having a hard time, like really seeing that whatever it is that you're doing is worth it, that it matters. And I'm here to tell you today, especially because I didn't like that at all, that even though you're operating sometimes in the darkness, even though you are doing things and it seems like nobody notices, it goes unappreciated and so on and so forth, I'm here to say that it really does make a difference. And the reason why things are happening like that, I feel, especially, of course, with that candle not being lit, I'm just going to say that things are going to start popping for you. All of the hard work that you have done, all the things that you have endured. I heard the travesties. So some of you guys have been through some serious here. And we're going to get into like all the good things that are coming through for you in the positive way. But I'm going to tell you that everything had its own kernel of truth, had its own kernel of wisdom, and I'm here for it, okay? So let's find out what is going on. All the good news coming your way and things that are popping. Pile number 1, you have the Knight of Cups. You have the Ace of Wands. And you have the 9 of Cups. So whatever this is, I feel like this talks about a restoration of your energy level at the bare minimum. But most of you guys are my creatives. I feel like also something about a level of excitement can be an issue right here. So if you've been feeling a little bit, excuse me, what's that word, in the doldrums? Down in the doldrums, down in the, just not feeling it, right? Well, I feel like your energy level is definitely going to pick up. But a lot of you guys also, I feel like, are obtaining divine inspiration, and whatever that is, I feel like it's going to be highlighted and portrayed in the not too distant future, if it isn't already. So this could be ideas, this could be artwork, this could be a new book, this could be an ebook, this could be a new job, this could be overall improvement of the health of your life. That sounds really weird. And all of a sudden I got video game vibes when I started talking about this. Now, I'm not a gamer, so do forgive if I misstep or if I misspeak. But I'm going to say that this talks about an assessment of your vitality, of your strength, of your endurance, of your lifespan. In other words, if you're a gamer, you're going to really understand that way more than I do. And with the Nine of Cups right here, Knight of Cups combined with the Nine of Cups, that was really hard to say. I'm going to say pile number one, that if you're currently partnered or something like that, there's going to be a rejuvenation of that. A pick me up, if you will. But if you are not partnered, I feel like it's a go for you. Please don't be mad, but I heard it's a go for hoe. Okay. Not calling you a hoe. It's just what I heard in my brain. So, but I feel like with the Nine of Cups right here, I feel like this is your ultimate wish fulfilled, right? And the Nine of Cups really talks about somebody who might be perhaps a little bit younger than you, or a little bit, I don't want to say more innocent, but they might act a little bit younger than you. So maybe not in age, even if they're older. Now, I feel like this person could be very giving, very loving, very flowery, very poetic, very empathic. And they're out to kind of soothe your nerves. And something about this tells me that, again, you've been through a little bit of a landmine. I heard I'm all trying to say a landmine, and it comes out as a man mine. So I don't know what's going on here. Maybe perhaps it has been a man mine. I mean, I've had some troubles, let me tell you. But we're talking about you here. Pile number one. Let's see what is going on here for you. Yeah, I definitely see new love or a renewal of love here for you. With the Eight of Wands, what? Okay, so a lot of wand energy. What do we have flanking you here? And the Three of Coins. So this tells me, and this always looks like a bird to me, I'm not sure, even though it's not. Well, this part, but this right here. So this definitely tells me that you are going to be getting a lot of messages, a lot of wanted messages. This isn't going to be like, hey girl, hey guy, or hey, what's up? What are you doing? And it's like 1:30 in the morning, and you're thinking, what the hell do you think I'm doing? You know? So you're not going to be getting a lot of those texts and a lot of those calls. You're going to be getting things that actually get your embers fired up, that you get actually excited about. And this is a mutual thing. With the Eight of Wands right here, this can talk about a lot of communication, a lot of texting, a lot of sexting. This could talk a lot about even travel. So if you're living long distance from someone with the wings right here, I'm going to say that this involves a lot of travel. Now, for one or two of you, not for everybody, excuse me, this involves somebody in the military, and this is them coming home, okay? So I feel like with the wings right here and the coin, for some reason, I'm feeling like highly decorated, or this is involving someone that you have very high esteem towards. So it doesn't have to be love in the romantic sense, but as we all know, there are many different variations of love. This could be platonic, whatever this is. It's going to be very exciting for you. So, for example, if it's a new job offer, if it's a creative project, it's going to be popping quickly. You guys are going to be bouncing ideas off of each other. With the Three of Coins, there's a lot of cooperation, collaboration. And actually, during the intro, I did talk about networking and things like that. So if you are in some kind of a business, like if you're an entrepreneur, I'm going to say that you're going to begin networking pretty soon, and you're going to start seeing that coin pop, grow, and thrive. And I feel like whatever it is that you're doing, especially if you're utilizing the internet the way it should be used, okay, that's going to be helpful to you and not detrimental, right? I feel like it's going to grow wings and really grow monetarily for you. You're going to start seeing other people want to collaborate with you, and so on and so forth. Now, pile number one, I would like to take a moment before I reveal these two cards flanking your reading. If you're liking these kind of readings, please do give me a like, share, comment, subscribe. And also make sure that you do not forget to hit that notification bell, because that's what's going to help you know when I drop videos. As YouTube did a hard reset, as my wonderful sister from another mister really shared with me. That would be Tony Lynn from Divine Soul Source. So if you ever watch her channel, I know you guys are on there too. She's freaking amazing. You'd love her. But anyway, she shared that with me, and I wanted to pass that on to you. So even if you don't turn it on for my channel, please do for your favorite content creators. Pile number one, we have the Five of Gabriel right here, along with the Four of Ariel. Yeah, so this is kind of what I was feeling, is like a lot of you guys could have been through a lot of things. Whenever I see the fives, I'm like, uh-oh, you know. So you have been through it. And with the Five of Gabriel, it's a challenge you can resolve, withdraw from the drama of others, have patience with yourself and those around you. And this to me really speaks about people that maybe could be ganging up against you, or you could feel like they're ganging up against you, or, you know, if you are in a familial setting, this indicates like family or friends or whatever. It could be work, it could be any of the things, right? And you feel like there's an energy that has been pushing against you because let's face it, pile number one, we talk about the spiritual realm all the time, but the fact of the matter is that a lot of people can be acting quite contrary to themselves. So if there's a lot of battles, a lot of fighting, a lot of tug of warring, a lot of jockeying for position, a lot of, hey, me first, hey, notice me, a lot of, hey, that was my idea. And you're kind of like, what is going on? I just feel like your spirituality and who you are is really awakening the demons around you. So don't be fazed by that. I feel like people, this is really designed to cause them to wake up, essentially. That is how I feel about things. But even if you don't believe in that, I'm just going to say if you've been around all sorts of drama and stuff like that, I feel like it is your time to heal from it. It says, when you give, you also receive. Being resistant to change, extremes in how you save or spend money. So it could be like you've been really withdrawn from other people that have had this energy around you. And I feel like rightly so. Why would you participate in nonsense? You know, life is too short to be like tug of warring and battling. And what I'm getting also, pile number one is secret competitors. So people could not necessarily say, hey, I'm in competition with pile number one, but let me tell you, babes, they be in competition with you. And you know what? Let it be a competition of one. They can have it. They can enjoy it, right? So we're going to keep this pushing. Good things that are coming towards you. I feel like that you're going to take time apart and separate even further in order to heal from this like kind of mess. But I also feel like you're going to see the game the way it's set up, the strategy the way it's set up, and whether these people are willfully competing against you or trying to sabotage, it's going to make no difference. It's going to fall on deaf ears, in other words. So good for you. A round of applause. Number one. We don't pay attention to that. It is just not healthy, and it is really poor sportsmanship and bad behavior. So pile number one, what other good things do we have coming for you? Field of Dreams. Oh, yeah. Look, you cannot make this up. This is wild, okay? So pile number one, I'm going to say with the Field of Dreams, you have a lot of things. You're sitting a lot of eggs, but a lot of good eggs, a lot of golden eggs that are really going to be prosperous and generate a lot for you. And prosperity doesn't always have to be about money, but I feel like prosperity is going to be being surrounded by good people. It's being able to pick the right person next to you. It's being able to pick the right partner, the right friends, the right business, you know, to go into, and so on. And I feel like you have actually diversified, because I'm hearing in my head right now, don't put all of your eggs in one basket. And pile number one, I feel like you did for a long, long time do this. And the outcome would be that maybe perhaps you had a lot of competitors, okay, a lot of competition in your life. And, you know, while it could be fun for a little bit, it just gets really boring and old really quick, because it's like, well, where's the teamwork? It doesn't, you know, I don't know, whatever. Regardless, you have a lot of different things going on that are about to really be born. And I think that, so if you have, I heard buried a lot of seeds, that's a weird way to put it. Si estás sembrando mucho, if you are, what is that word, sembrando? If you are, this is why sometimes bilingual works against you. Basically, when you bury a seed, I forget the word for it. And yeah, I do know it usually, but just not now. Not when it's important, okay? So pile number one, if you've been like burying a lot of seeds, if you have been gardening, let me just use a generic term, it is about to pop off. And I feel like the reason why things have waited for so long, you've had the wrong people around you. You had a lot of competition. And this is a confirmation, because I feel like pile number one, you could have let go of a lot of people. You could have let go of a lot of situations in order to really bring about what it is that you're dreaming about. Because in the end, you are a very spiritual person. You are the talisman, and Spirit's here just to tell you that you've learned the lessons that you needed to learn. And it's not always about learning lessons, but a lot of it is. This is, you know, it's a learning planet. Let me just leave it at that. And pile number one, I definitely feel like you have learned these lessons. And with that, you're going to be able to move forward. You're going to be able to travel freely. You're going to be able to move about freely. And even this, it's almost like this person has a whole world in their hand. And they're kind of like, you know, I'm hearing road opener. So the road is opening for you, baby. We love this for you. Let me just pull 2 more cards because, you know, I can't keep them simple. Pile number 1. 2 more cards and then we be about our business today. Let me know if these are resonating with you as well. The Page of Wands and the 8 of Wands. Yeah, so this is really clarifying the 8 of Wands right here that we talked about. And then the Page of Wands, this is, again, like younger energy, but the Page of Wands is really about getting your fire up, your mojo. If you've been feeling like you don't have the energy, maybe you're going to find the right vitamin, the right cocktail of like this amount of exercise, this amount of rest really works for me. But whatever it is, you are attaining your energy once more. And with the Page of Wands right here, this could also be a message, a very small message, a very like, I feel like trite, maybe somebody who did you dirty way back in the day, that kind of a thing is going to head your way. Now with the 8 of Wands right here, you ain't no fool, pile number 1. You do not suffer any fools. So I feel like you're incredibly beautiful too. She's so cute. But I'm going to say that you're going to take it for what it's worth. She almost looks like, come at me. Like, you know, I've done played games before. And if you be game playing, I'm going to see right through that and I'm over it. And you know it and they know it. With the 8 of Wands right here, once again, travel, this person can be offering, I feel like an apologetic energy. But regardless of what this is, this could be a new start, a new beginning, even to a business or something that is transformational for you, because Spirit promises that all the roads are opening for you and we are so excited. So let me know what you think. The number 1515 on the clock right now. Much love to you. Until next time, namaste. Hi friends, my name is Griselle and I'm here to do your reading. Pile number 2, you chose this lovely image on the right hand side of the screen. And your downloads go as follows. Pile number 3, what good news, what good things are coming just for you? Pile number 2, I feel like a sense of clarity and a sense of calm. And I feel like you're going to be excited. I'm also seeing actually like rosy cheeks, a little bit like a blushy blush. A little bit like, wow, I didn't think you would notice that, or I didn't think you would think I would like that. So I feel like even in the form of like a physical gift or 2, which is actually always fun, right? So we're going to go ahead and get more messages for you. Pile number 2 during the shuffle in 3, 2, 1. Welcome, welcome. Pile number 2. If you are new to my channel, I am so grateful to have you here. And if you're indeed a repeat offender, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Pile number 2. What good news is coming your way? What good things could you be looking forward to? You have the 2 of Wands. You have the Ace of Cups. You have Justice. Ooh, La Justicia, yeah. Yeah, you do. And you have the 9 of Cups. Yay. Okay, pile number 2. You could have been coming from pile number 1, but not necessarily. Now, keep in mind, we are doing general readings for the collective. If you would indeed like a private reading, you can visit my Etsy shop. It will be under PsychicMD, but you can find the details in the description box below. So pile number 2, right off the bat, I'm just going to say right here, we have the 2 of Wands right here. I feel like you're going to have a lot of choices, a lot of options, and they're going to be very viable. I feel like also you're going to be the one picking the right option for you. And what I mean by that is I feel like the one that makes you the most spiritually connected. I feel like you're not going to be lured away any longer by like pretty colors, bright bows, bright lights. Those are wonderful. But we all know that sometimes we can open up gifts and packaging only to be disappointed at what's within that, right? And I feel like this is definitely not the case at all. I feel like you're going to be having 2 really good options coming up for you. And we'll try to get a read on what this is for each individual. Now, with the Ace of Cups right here, I definitely feel like the Ace of Cups is going to be something of an emotional gratification. This is like a new beginning. This is I see you, you see me, something that makes you feel very elated. Something, I'm hearing the word retribution. So some of you guys are involved in some form of like court case or litigation, or you're in the process of like gathering information and things like that, or you're barely meeting with your attorneys. I don't know. Pardon me, what's going on here? But I definitely get reindeer vibes, okay? So this could have been a lot of what the Justice right here. I feel like because you even brought up the reindeer, you could have been the one that was like picked on, or maybe you got taken to court for the wrong reason and it's about to be exposed. Regardless, I feel like you are the underdog because, you know, we all know that Rudolph got picked on because Rudolph had a red nose, and none of the other reindeers were nice to him. And it was so sad. I love the claymation, by the way, the old school Rudolph. So you could be very much the underdog, very much like the one that wasn't appreciated, that hasn't been appreciated. You could be the one that was actually, I'm hearing, gang stalked or even gaslit or combination thereof. Now, pile number 2, on the up and up, what's happening right now is going to cause you a lot of emotional, I'm hearing emotional equilibrium restored. There's a reset, and I feel like you're finally going to get yours. Retribution is the word that keeps coming up, especially right here with the Justice card. I feel like Spirit is saying, I know that you've been oppressed. I know that you've been feeling sad, or that there has been an injustice committed against you. Now, this could have been for a long, long time ago, and you could have been like, well, you know, that's just life, and I got to keep it pushing. What am I going to do, right? But Spirit's like, I got your back, and I'm going to bring justice in the most unexpected ways. Now, pile number 2 right here, I almost see like coins dropping. I feel like money could be coming from, again, a court case with these beautiful wings right here. I feel like you've been divinely covered, even during the times when you thought that things were the blackest and the bleakest and the roughest, right? I feel like things were almost in a like evidence gathering status. And even if this isn't like man-made court and things like that, it could be indicating an injustice done against you that is about to be rectified in the form that you're going to find out that somebody got theirs. Now, this is not a channel that we hate on other people. We don't wish ill on other people. And I personally, my philosophy is, you know what, allow Spirit to deal with justice and karma and all that. That's not my business. But I do realize that a lot of times we want to feel a little bit vindicated, okay? So I'm just addressing it for that reason as well. And right now I saw that I think it's a filter where you look at something and you try not to smile, and when you do smile, it turns into the Grinch and the eyes glow red. If you guys know that filter, I think it's on TikTok, or yeah, probably. But anyways, I'm gonna say that you might have a little bit of a naughty countenance, okay? That's what I'm getting from you, that you could be like, bring on the retribution. Let me see justice in my lifetime. Let me see it when I'm watching, that kind of a thing. So if that's you, boo, then, you know, that's you. What can I say about that? I definitely have felt this energy myself. Sorry, I was trying to get the glare off. Here we go. So pile number 2 with the Justice and the 9 of Cups. This is something that has been long awaited. This has been something that you dream of. And justice can be in the form of that you are finally getting yours in the best way possible. And I feel like it is a lot, for a lot of you guys, it's emotional reciprocity. It's being seen, being validated, because now all of a sudden this is starting to feel like a trophy to me. So being seen, being validated, you know, when you're at chess club and they hand out like these awards and things like that, these trophies, not that I would ever know, but my son would know. And things like that. So I really feel like you're about to be publicly acknowledged in a monumental way. And I feel like that's how other people are also, I'm hearing tail between their legs. So that's whatever. But look at this beautiful 9 of Cups right here. This is something that you've been wanting. And I feel like this is like recognition. It is an echo to the Ace of Cups right here. It is emotional reciprocity. Whatever you've been working hard, toiling on, whatever injustice you have maybe even recently uncovered, I feel like it is going to come to light even more to other people around, and people will start understanding that they had it all wrong all along. And so good for you. So I'm going to go ahead and reveal these flanky cards right here. But before I do, pile number 2, if you could do me a favor, if you like my readings, please do give me a like, share, comment, subscribe. Also, make sure that you turn off that notification bell. That will help you notify you when my videos drop. So, pile number 2, you have the 6 of Raphael. And you have the page of Michael. Now, right off the bat, I'm looking at this and I see somebody on the beach. And it reminds me of one of the last times I was actually on the beach. And somebody was playing with a kite. It was somebody older, and they had, I mean, you could tell they went to the beach every day and played with their kite, because their level of kiting, I don't even know. That's not even a word, I just made it up, was off the hook. Okay, they made that kite do things that you would never ever believe a kite can do, and I was just riveted. But by the same token, pile number 2, I was getting channeled messages. Now, I feel like for you, the good news that's coming your way and the things and how your life is improving, pile number 2, by the way, is that the clouds are parting. I feel like the storm is actually backing off, that you're starting to see that you can stand on solid ground, and where it is that you are standing, or maybe perhaps there has been a deep freeze, okay? And the deep freeze really indicates a period or an era of your life where nothing is moving, and you're frustrated, and you could be like, why can't I continue moving on here? Well, before I started this reading, pile number 2, woo, lots of energy. I'm being told to share with you that it's almost like we've been fighting against the seasons, okay, for all 3 piles. I didn't share that in pile number 1 because I forgot. But pile number 2, we've been fighting against all the seasons. And, you know, if it's snow outside and stuff, it is not time to like go outside and mow your lawn and get a tan and set up that barbecue in the ice. I mean, some of y'all can do that. I don't know what's going on here. But really, it's not the best time. You're going to be fighting against the elements. You're going to be fighting against the weather. You're going to be fighting against your body reacting. You know, this isn't fun. Let's go inside. It's cold. That kind of a thing. And I feel like this era for you, fighting and battling against all the signs, and, you know, meaning that when you see a no, you're like, well, we can make it a yes. We can, you know, and that's what I get. I feel like you've been maybe pursuing the wrong things for a while. This is ending. I feel like things are naturally coming to you now. You're in the era of reciprocation, reciprocal energy being given back to you. And this is high time that it did. So we have truth, perspective, analytical, and blunt. An exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents closely. So pile number 2, if you are in the middle of revamping something, signing a new contract, whether it's with a new employer, an old employer, whether it's with a spouse, whether you're going to buy a car or anything like that, make sure that you read that with a fine-tooth comb, even and up to signing anything that has to do with housing and homes and things like that, because I feel like things will be revealed to you easily. Now, we have here, embrace your inner child, new friends, rekindled relationships, children, or childhood. So this could be experiencing a little bit of nostalgia. Maybe you're coming back or going back to the country where you came from. And this is very fascinating. Okay, Chris, I'll stop saying that. So I don't know, maybe you're not, maybe you move far from home, and all of a sudden you're going to have like a nice long little staycation, that something comes about unexpectedly. But I think that emotional reciprocity is of importance right here. There has been some nostalgia and some desire to, I don't know, like be acknowledged, fit in, have your wish fulfillment, feel like you are protected, having options, and maybe those were not on the table, but I'm here to tell you it's right around the corner, and I'm super excited. If you know what this is, please do tell me. This can also be, like I said, well, I'm from Puerto Rico, so this is about, I would say this could be even indicating that I left my island and I was surrounded obviously by water and things like that. And I do get nostalgic, but the fact of the matter is that the US has been my home forever since I was 12. And so, yeah, I've gone back and forth a little bit, went back for a year to live and so on. But for some reason, well, a lot of reasons, there were a lot of injustices done there. And I feel like I was never seen or recognized. There was just a lot of kind of dark things that I'll spare you. But I feel like you could be in a similar situation like that, where all of a sudden doors started opening up, whereas once upon a time it was frozen. It was not your time to go back, or it is not your time to return, or do whatever was on your heart. I feel like this is an incredibly emotionally liberating time, okay? And good for you. Get out of here. Yes. So the Talisman came out in the other reading in pile number 1. Now, pile number 2 with the 6 right here, combined with the 6, I feel like you endured a lot of upheavals, a lot of deep freezes, a lot of tough times. Now, with this big mountain right here, it feels like maybe you could live in the mountains, or you're going back to the mountains. I don't know. But even the mountains are speaking on your behalf. Even the wilderness, even life itself is speaking on your behalf and standing up for you. And I feel like this is happening because people are waking up, and it's about darn time. So maybe perhaps people didn't believe you about a certain thing. I don't know. But things are about to be revealed for you. And you're going to be seen. You're going to feel seen, okay? Now, this mountain right here is even speaking about how long you have traveled, how you've had it tough, how it's been a winding journey. Now, the difference here is that this person is a talisman. And the talisman really speaks about how you've learned so many lessons, and you've learned the lessons enough to now it's going to flip. The energy's changing, and it's actually going to benefit you. It's not going to feel like, oh my gosh, every time I wake up, there is a lesson to be had. There's a mountain to climb. I have to buy new shoes. I'm exhausted, the plodding and the drudgery and stuff like that. I feel like that time is over. And you could be feeling intuitively that the time is over as well. Now I'm looking down here, pile number 2. At this yin and yang. Let's see if we can get closer. And I feel like you're about balancing everything out. And I feel like energetically you are, I'm being told, in alignment. And these are the good things that are coming for you, is that at last you're going to feel like the world is for you, that you're not fighting some kind of unseen enemy, that every time you try to step, the terrain changes, and you're dressed for snow, and you've got snowshoes on, and the terrain changes, and all of a sudden you're in water, and you're like, now what? I got snowshoes on, I'm in water, and I'm supposed to cross this creek, and there's no way I'm going to make it in these shoes. You got to take them off, and then you got to travel that water barefoot, right? And then all of a sudden you're reaching an incline and you have to climb this mountain. It's not going to be like that. The terrain isn't going to change anymore. And also I feel, and I'm hearing that you have felt for a long time that the terrain, your path has been blocked or met with a lot of obstacles, or constantly changing. The landscape has been, and it has been very difficult for you to navigate. But I feel, pile number 2, that you have learned so many different skills that now nothing like that phases you. I'm hearing I'm on my way up, so you could indeed be on your way up, and good for you. You know what? A round of applause for you, because I feel like life isn't easy for a lot of us, right? So pile number 2, what good things are coming towards you and for you? What good things are you going to be happy about? All the good news for you. You have the Page of Swords. Okay, a lot of pages right now. This is a lot of messages, and this is a message that could be, or even a messenger that is very detail oriented, very dry, very factual. You could be receiving something that really changes the landscape of your life. And because you are so well equipped, I'm seeing in my mind, and I'm hearing the word billy goat, that billy goats can navigate anything. They can actually get on top of this mountain and stand on a ledge on one hoof. I mean, it is, I think, phenomenal and terrifying all at once, but you have what it takes. And with the Page of Swords, maybe somebody's been doing a little bit of homework, investigating. There could be an investigation going on around you that you were not aware of, that is really going to flip the script for you in the positive. Yes, pile number 2, this is temperance. I feel like you have learned how to temper a lot of things, including how to temper your hope and your dreams. But pile number 2, did I call you one? Sorry. You are about to really experience so much that I feel like you're going to temper even your joy. And I feel like all the positive and negative polarities, these 2 cups are imitating the 2 cups in the temperance card. And when you take 2 ingredients and you mix them together, then we create a third ingredient, or a third element, right? No, the movie's called The Fifth Element. Well, anyways, I feel like you're going to have a lot open up for you, but I think that you might take a little bit of a pause and and you're going to remain balanced and within your power. You're not going to be swayed too hard by like all the happiness or all the wow and razzle dazzle, even though I think that there is going to be a lot of that, especially with the justice right here. Something about it could feel a little bit like you might be processing some emotion, and it's okay to process emotion. Okay, the number 14 reduces to a 5, and I feel like that's a lot of change for you, and you could revisit a lot of things that transpired, you know, during your journey that made you feel like, wow, this was really difficult, and I wish we would have known this sooner. It would not have been that hard. But then again, pile number 1, you would not be the amazing, phenomenal goat that you currently are. Okay, literally, like you could do anything. So I am so proud of you. I am so grateful for you, and I'm just here to say that the winds and the storm is being lifted, and you're going to be able to see clearly, and your path is being illuminated as you make your own way, one step at a time. So much love to you. Until next time, namaste. Hi friends, my name is Griselle with Untitled Tarot, and I'm here to do your reading. Pile number 3. You chose this beautiful image on the right hand side of the screen. Now, tongue in cheek, I just thought the images were actually pretty cute, pretty fun, a little bit different. So why not? And I wanted to find out what good things, what good news, and what good things are coming for you. And this is timeless, even though it's obviously, you know, the Grinch is very festive, guys, very festive imagery. So by choosing this image on the right-hand side of the screen, your downloads go as follow. What good things are coming to you? Good news. Could be anything. Now, right off the bat, I just feel like you're in a very comfortable place right now. It could be psychologically, mentally, physically, but I feel you having a little bit of fun, a little bit of mischievousness coming from you. So that could be a really good indication that you're surrounded by people that you feel at ease with, that you don't feel judged around, and that is a good thing as well. So let's get a little bit more information, and 3, 2, 1. Welcome. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for being here. And for those of you that are indeed repeat offenders, I really appreciate you so much. Pile number 1. So what good news is coming towards you, or what good things are coming towards you? You have the 4 of Swords. You have the Knight of Coins. You have the 2 of Wands, and you have the 7 of Cups. So we're going to actually start with the center card. This card actually jumped out of the deck. I did have 2 jumps. One of them was a whole bunch, like 10 cards all at once. I put it back in. This one jumped out solo. So pile number 3, you actually got the Lover's card right here. Make choices from your heart deeply, emotional commitments, and the power of love with Angel Raphael. So right off the bat, I feel like you're having some great emotional connection. This could be emotional reunion. And of course, 'tis the season whenever I drop this video. But these are intended to be timeless. So we have the 4 Swords right here, and I don't know if this is the first time I've gotten this card, but this is about deep healing. This could indicate a time and a period of separation. Now with the Knight of Coins right here, I'm seeing this is a ring light actually. And all of these coins falling down. Typically with the Knight of Coins, it is something that you're not going to see a lot of coins fall, right? It's us really taking time and energy and effort to methodically do things, to painstakingly do things. We're not going to do things in a rush. We're going to think about things. But I feel like you could be in a period of like healing, thinking about the 3 of Swords when we're resting, or this is a period of trying to regain your health or regain your mental health, anything like that. This could be recovery from an injury or heartache, something like that. With the Lovers being present, pile number one, I feel like you are attaining a level of healing right here for yourself and good for you. We have the Two of Wands right here and the Seven of Cups. Pile number three. Why am I getting this? Woo, so difficult. Pile number three. You are number three. Thank you. I'm just going to say that with the Lover's card right here, this could indeed allude to a love situation. And this could be talking about you healing your heart. And even if this happened like years and years ago, or even a love connection, could even be things that transpired with family. We'll get more details as we get further into your reading. But I feel like there has been a healing going on within you. It has been slow. It has been a little bit painstaking and methodical, but it is here for you finally. And currently, pile number three, you have the Two of Wands with the Seven of Cups right here. I heard endorsement. That's interesting. So this message is endorsed apparently by Spirit. And with the Two of Wands being present, this is about having two different options coming at you, coming for you on your behalf. And with this almost like wings, spiritual wings right here, I definitely feel like it's going to help you to be able to progress in life, however you see that. With the Seven of Cups, oh my goodness, I said Seven of Cords. So the Seven of Cups indicates a lot of options and choices, maybe even a little bit of fantasy. I heard Delulu. Now, with the cord being mentioned before, I said Seven of Cords. I wonder if this is a situation where you yourself felt corded to someone or a situation and you were unable to move for maybe perhaps a long time. I'm here to tell you happily, pile number three, that you are about to embark on a journey that is freeing you up from this energy. It's freeing you up. It's an ability to heal yourself, or enough time has passed, or combination of. Some of you guys have been in therapy, and good for you. You know what? Another round of applause, because we celebrate anything that's going to bring about healing for us. Pile number three. I do want to get a little bit more energy over here, but we're going to see what is flanking your reading. Before I reveal these cards for you, pile number three, if you're a frequent flyer here on this channel, please do give me a like, share, comment, subscribe. Also, if you could please turn on that little notification bell. If you notice, all of your notifications are actually really turned off. So if you turn them on once again, YouTube did a hard reset. You'll see your favorite content creators. And if you're wondering why I'm fussing with my left hand, I just woke up and it's asleep. Anyways, it's a circulation thing, but let's keep it pushing right here. We have the Empress and the High Priestess. Yes. Wow. So this is definitely about divine healing. This is about finding your path. I feel like you're going to, quote, stumble upon your path. Now, the Empress card can really indicate even like a pregnancy or motherhood or having an abundance. And such an abundance that everybody like wants to come towards you. This is children. This is pets. This is wildlife even. So whatever this is, I feel like you've undergone so many different transformations that it's going to be really impressive right now where you find yourself in. And if you don't feel this way, then it is definitely coming for you. I feel like one massive transformation is really actually highlighting your crown chakra. And this is you being able to communicate with the divine, with spirit, with source, whatever you want to call it, with God. And it's really putting you in a peaceful situation. I feel like you're putting a lot of things to bed. I also get that vegetation is recycling itself, basically just going through the seasons. And one thing that I did channel prior to opening up this entire reading for you, pile number three, at the very, very beginning, that would be yesterday because I broke it up into two parts for myself here, is that we're not fighting against the seasons anymore, okay? And I get that for you as well, but I feel like you're going to see a really big line of demarcation, meaning that you're going to see a very big line when all of this like sadness or healing ends, or non-activity, or things being on pause, and all of a sudden all this lush beautifulness starts growing around you. And this is an ability to really absorb the joy of other people and the sunshine and all of the positive things that nature has to offer. We have the High Priestess right here with the number 2. So we have everything kind of like backwards sequential. But I have powerful psychic insights, reflection, meditation that provides valuable information. Be at peace, and it is a time to act upon your creativity. Creativity is rewarded, and luxurious or abundant resources are imminent. Isn't that saucy? So this really talks about your healing and all the healing that you have done. Wants to be acknowledged, and Spirit's just saying, you know what, you've undergone a lot, but you've endured a lot, and you've done it in such a way that we really want to reward you. So we're going to see a little bit more about what good news is coming your way, or good things, because healing is always a good thing. What? Are you able to really juggle and strategize and hold the whole world in your hand? Are you really able to merge and mesh with the world and Mother Earth? Yeah, I feel like you have really become, in a lot of ways, the storm. And I feel like with this level of strength, nothing phases you any longer. I feel like you do it gracefully. I feel like you can bob and weave and, deal with the best of them. But one thing I'm going to say is that I have a friend who always tells me, Grisel, haven't you observed your whole life? And I'm like, it's so annoying to hear that. But I'm sure he means it in the best way. So I'm going to say with the number 44 strength right here, it reduces to an 8. And I feel like you're about to really become lucky. You're going to see why all of the strength was needed, why it was cultivated, and why this is really auspicious for you. And I feel like you're going to be able to see that even though you may have had a checkered past or a lot of storms in your life, that these have really cleared the field in order for you to really become at your most creative. Because it seems like at different points in your life, things were leveled. And then you're like, now what? Okay, reinvent myself. You reinvent yourself, and then things get leveled again. Whether you do it, somebody else does, it doesn't make a difference. It could be due to job losses or any other thing. But I feel like each and every time, your superpower right here is being able to reinvent yourself, to be able to remain strong and have an optimistic approach to things. Now, I'm not saying everything has been hunky-dory and everything's been just, ooh, so easy. No, but through this difficulty, you have figured out who you are. Other people definitely know who the heck you are. And that's not even the word that I heard in my mind. Pile number 3. So I feel like you don't have anything to prove to other people, but in doing your own thing, because I feel like you've had to really travel far and wide all by yourself. You could have done a lot of moves by yourself, such as myself. You could have moved states, you could have moved countries, you could have undergone a lot of massive changes. And this has created and fostered a level of endurance and perseverance in you. And yeah, I really, a lot of times don't like how people go, you're so strong. I'm like, what choice do we have? But pile number 3, you're about to be rewarded to see not only how this is cleared past for you. Yeah, it's cleared healing for you with the 3 of Swords right here. You've been able to move on from a lot of things that have caused you pain. Look. So I don't want to leave these up because I'll continue taking and taking them. But this right here indicates family and love and friendship and support, emotional gratification. This has got to be one of my all-time favorite cards to have. And they actually came out this way. So I'm going to say that you have experienced a lot of tough times, especially 3 massive betrayals or 3 massive things that really felt like setbacks. But during those setbacks, you found a lot about yourself. You found a lot and figured out who really is indeed your family, who really is indeed for you as well. And having that clarity is definitely like the clearing after the storm, where things feel crisp. They feel maybe a little bit chaotic, but it gives you an idea of what is not for you so that you can actually turn around and get rid of those energies, like the leaves and everything else start falling off of trees, and it makes a big mess during a storm. Even branches fall, or perhaps even trees, but that you can actually clear the debris, move it aside, and take it to compost, recycle it, or burn it. I don't know what your thing is, right? But I just feel like this has really made things really clear for you, and you've had to clear a lot of things. So then we have the 3 of Wands right here, and you could be like burning the midnight oil. I feel like this guy, I don't know if it's like makeup or what's going on right here, but there's a lot of emotion here, and this is about like I've been waiting for a long time. So we're going to pull additional cards for you. We're at 12 minutes right now. Pile number 3, what good news and what good things are coming for you? I feel like you have been waiting for a long time in order to heal. Maybe you have been healing from like family betrayals. You've also been healing from like other betrayals, from love, romantic love, and things like that. And you've been placed in a situation, or placed yourself mentally, emotionally in a situation where you're like, even if you get offered love or support, you're like, I don't even know if I could take it. I don't even know if it's a good thing. My goodness, look. But we have right here the 10 of Pentacles. So I feel like you might be a little bit up and down with your emotions, right? Let's take them the way they came. These cards are so beautiful. This is an Etsy find Luca deck, so you could find them on Etsy. And the back looks like this, by the way, if you didn't see. Super cute. But with a 4 of Cups right here, you could be saying that, you know what, you've gotten a lot of offers, but at this point, you almost don't trust yourself, or you don't trust people to really be loyal and faithful. And so you're like, I'm not having that. And experiencing all of that has led you to really be hyper independent. And those of us that have undergone a lot of trauma do wind up being hyper independent. Not the best choice, but sometimes it's what's needed. And I'm here to say that you are at last getting backing from your family. I feel like you were, even the 10 of Pentacles, this could indicate an inheritance or an acceptance into some form of like wealth or established order, so that you can actually have the support that you need. This is friends and families bonding together in order to support you. And yeah, this could indicate, you know, good times having to do with holidays and whatnot. But I feel like this could be a balm for your soul. This could be a new chapter in your life. One that you see a lot more togetherness, one that you see a lot of supportiveness, and it's actually genuine. So if you've been working hard to cultivate people that are genuine around you, who are actually for you, who are not people that are secretly competing against you, then this message is definitely for you. Pile number 3. This is going to enable you. Look at the clarity right here. You have a ton of clarity. I feel like you're also, it's going to be a thing where you're always going to be hypervigilant. PTSD, CPTSD, all the things are going to, you know, often trigger us. But I'm here to tell you that you are no longer closing your ears to things that can be potentially helpful. In fact, I actually had, you know, a patient, and not a HIPAA violation because no names or nothing, but I'm just going to say that this person, you know, somehow they tell me everything. So it was a very short thing. The first thing he said to me is, I want to get in and out of this exam, do it quick, 30 minutes. And I'm kind of rolling my eyes going, dude, you know, this is only your eyeballs. I mean, let's take care of you. But then he comes out of the exam room. She gets him out early. And then he's like antsy, barely wants to sit it out, that kind of a thing. But somehow he manages to tell me that he's experienced a lack of sleep or something like that. Or I don't know, I brought something up. And he's like, I've had a horrible, or I asked him. Anyways, doesn't make a difference. But pile number 3, I just feel like you could be a great intuitive person as well. And I feel like you're not going to shut your ears to something that's going to be helpful. This person, I was like, well, you know, if you're having a hard time with this, you know, tapping can help. He's like, what's that? Barely want to sit in my chair. But then he was really intrigued by, you know, the different resources or ideas I had for him. And I go, look, and I barely had time to just scratch down on a business card, look into this on YouTube. It's free. Because I knew he would definitely not do anything that you had to pay for. Not that he can't afford it, but he made it clear he just always goes with everything super inexpensive. Anyways, that's not the point. The point is he wanted to hear and listen, but he had his mind on something else entirely. And it's like, dude, you're telling me that you can't even sleep. This could be like a gift that Spirit sends you specifically for you to help you in this situation. And I feel like you are all ears. You're open to that. And currently, I feel like this person is standing almost like being, oh my goodness, how I shot that out of my hand. I threw that out of my hand, but this is almost like being pedestaled or being elevated into a point that people celebrate you, that people could even see how tough you've had it and the terrain that you've come through, but that you have loyalty. You might even have a dog or a pet or a familiar that is just loyal to you. And so kudos to you. You would have heard that pet. That would be my pet that was growling in the beginning of the video. And I had to leave it there simply because, you know, the intro just reminded me of the Grinch, and my dog is nothing but grouchy. So I thought it might be a little bit of fun. But I feel like you have a new life coming through, something completely different with a ton of support, a ton of love. And look, if I'm lying, I'm dying, friends. People are celebrating you. You're like, I don't want to be pedestal. I don't want to, you know, let me just move away from that. But you are definitely being celebrated. People really understand that you've undergone a lot to achieve this, and that you deserve kudos, that you deserve support, that you deserve acknowledgement. And so with the lovers right here, this could actually be a love coming towards you that is worthy of your time, energy, and effort. We're going to turn this around because I'll have to take the other one too. Or this can really indicate just having a love and a support and making options and choices that people are really going to recognize you for. And I don't think that that is why you're doing it. I just feel like your journey is a very powerful story for other people as well, not to give up their will, not to just give up. Because you know what? It's easy to allow in your spirit. And you know what I'm talking about, pile number 3. In your spirit, when you just give up, those days that you just give up your everything and you're like, I just can't do this anymore. I can't do anything anymore. And feeling kind of despondent, right? Despondency. And I feel like people have been able to see you journey through some of this in some way, shape, and form. And that you are being acknowledged publicly for your endurance, your perseverance, your stick-to-itiveness, which is, I don't even know if that's a word. But I feel like you definitely have this connection with spirit, and you're highly honored. I feel like you're even gonna get a connection or something to do with like a horse or like a chess piece or something, some public acknowledgement, maybe even a celebration or some kind of a tribute to you. So to me, that's good news. But tell me what you think. Pile number 3, much love to you. Until next time, namaste.